we have the red Isengard player Hitmachine at the right side of the map against the blue Man of the West player Ecthellion on the left side. It's a El Clasico matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Good versus evil on the beautiful map Westfold. Where was Gondor when Westfold fell? That's what our friend Theoden likes to say all the time. Oh, the Steeple.
I am a servant of the secret fire.
I'm a servant of the secret fire. What is going on? Didn't build now. Furnace into the Uruk pit coming up for the Isengard player. On the other side we see farm coming up for the Man of the West player Ecthellion. PowerPoint wise, he might go for the human wood just to scout the area, and the game is freezing from time to time. Hopefully it's not gonna be too laggy. A third farm is coming up right after for Ecthellion, and Ecthellion is a player who likes to, hey guys, please watch your language in the chat. I don't like this kind of, I mean, you know, one more message like that, you are banned. That's not fun. 5 power points collected. And what I wanted to say is Ecthellion likes to always start with 4 resource buildings. We have Furnace, Uruk pit into the mighty Uruk-hai. He's my favorite Turkish player. Nice. We have actually quite a lot of Turkish players in this tournament, guys. So I believe from all the BFME games that BFME2 has the most Turkish players involved, you know? Stable is coming up right after 4 farms for the Man of the West player. And Uruk-hai are gonna get trampled down. But I believe they might be able to reach to at least one of these farms and take it down before the Gondor Knights are gonna make it out of the stable. And also there was a pretty early barracks after the first furnace immediately for Hitmachine. That means his eco isn't that great, and you can see the build style, right? So he's building the furnaces right next to each other like in a triangle, and always making sure that they are on the black spot, which is gonna show you always the range of your fortress for some greater protection, because once again the furnaces are extremely squishy, one of the squishiest resource buildings in the game. The squishiest one has 1000, this one has 1080. The farms, for example, they are way tankier, have double the health. And he was also using Vision of Palantir on the Uruk-hai. That means Uruk-hai will get also now more speed, 15% speed bonus. The stable, the Gondor Knights are almost out, but he might have the time he needs to even take down the second farm. And if this is gonna be the case, it's gonna be a great start into the game. But you can see, if this would be a tunnel or a furnace, this would be destroyed by now. But actually not a bad start for Hitmachine at all, like destroying 2 resource buildings at the beginning of the game, pretty solid. Rallying Call has been used from the Man of the West player on the Gondor Knights. And of course, with the Rallying Call, those Gondor Knights are gonna just trample down those Uruks to death. But now after seeing that, you know, Man of the West player has some Gondor Knights on the field, of course, Hitmachine, the Turkish player, has to make sure to recruit some pikemen. ASAP. Warp pit at the same time. Maybe Sharku could be a nice choice, and he was even leaving the Uruk-hai alive. At least a couple of them. He's waiting for the crossbowmen or archers rather. But the problem is he will be able to deal decent amount. Look at this burst damage. He can micro around. I cannot believe that. Ecthellion was messing up big time. And also this farm is gonna be taken down. You can use Bombard in a situation like that, and he can even potentially fight them back now and at least kill a couple of them. What a, you know, Gimli was right, dude. Gimli was right. You remember when Gimli was saying, this is no rabble of mindless orcs, these are Uruk-hai. Their armor is thick and their shields broad. One of the furnaces is down, but it's fine. He was actually able to kill so many Gondor Knights at the same time. And look at the perfect timing with the War Cry. This hole is gonna be used for 55% more damage. And with that, he almost one-shots the Soldier Battalion, because they were using the aggressive stance. One more trample is all it takes. But you can see the furnaces are extremely squishy. He's running it down into the Goblin lair. He has to be careful with the Gondor Knights. Offensive barracks, by the way. I was wondering where those soldiers are coming from. And he has now in total 3 production buildings under his control. And during all this time, Hitmachine is gonna creep the Goblin lair at the bottom right side. He has only 350 command points available. And even after a bad start for Ecthellion, he has still 400 command points. And he was just upgrading the stable to level 2. Which is gonna give him the chance to recruit some of the Rohirrim. Rohirrim. Archers are Faustino Banov. Warum? Who is your favorite in this pair? What do you mean? I mean, I don't take sides, you know? I'm not biased. Like, for me, I'm always saying, may the best player win. May the better player win in this case. Tower guards, and even they are getting trampled down from the wargs. But of course, pikes are great against wargs, and they will be one-shotting them. Rallying call has been used. This is something you will see more and more often. Yeah, guys, please. Balindro or anybody else, guys, can you please keep the chat English? Last warning. I'm telling you guys, don't be mad when you get timed out. I know that's what I'm talking about, you know, when somebody starts talking in any other language and the other one's gonna respond all the time. Burası orta dünya değil. Burada benim borum öter demiştim. Oh, the builder from Ecthellion. Oh, hello Darkness, my old friend. This one is gonna be taken down right after. Tower guards, they were leaving money on the ground. That's always bad. 400. Actually, quite even right now, at least in terms of command points. Because he's asking why he's not allowed to talk Turkish, because I'm an English-speaking channel, and like the majority of the people in the chat are also not able to understand Turkish. Is this a good reason for you, my dude? Alright. Oh, be careful with the Rohirrim. They're gonna be, of course, stronger than the War Riders. We have Lourdes now on the field as the first hero of the game, number 1 from Hitmachine. It looks like they are healing up over time. I don't know if this is a thing. Hey Vivo, welcome. The farm has been taken down. 350. 400. Oh, this villager though. I was like, is this gonna be Gandalf or... This villager was looking so funny. Alright, Lourdes with the crossbowman. But again, even though the archers are a bit better in BFME 2 against buildings, but that only includes the neutral buildings like the Warg layer or any layer pretty much. They are not dealing that much damage to the structures. That's a huge attack. Let's see how much damage he will be able to deal. The good thing about the Rohirrim is that you can always choose to fight with bow or sword from a safe distance, you know? Which is also pretty nice. The farm is under attack. Lourdes, please use your sword instead. That's gonna take you ages, my dude. Rallying call is available. 4 power points collected on top of that from the Man of the West player Ecthellion, yeah. On the other side, Isengard has almost 10 power points collected already. 500 command points available so far for a Turkish player. That's pretty nice actually. Level almost 3. Level 4 is gonna unlock the cripple ability, but there is no hero on the field right now for the Man of the West player to be crippled. And with that being said, level 5 is gonna be the true power spike for the Lourdes, for the Isengard hero, which means damage leadership for the nearby allied units. 50% damage. Very smooth game, that's what he's trying to say. Man of the West play is kind of down a lot, and the start was kind of questionable, you know? Because I believe Ecthellion is such a predictable player, because he does the same always in every single game, in every single faction, you know? He's always starting with 4 resource buildings, and if you know Ecthellion, which I'm assuming Hitmachine knows him, then it's kind of predictable. Then you know Ecthellion is going to build 4 farms, and that means you can go for an early Uruk pit like he did, go for a fast attack, and try to deal as much economical damage as possible. Is it gonna be a deja vu kind of thing? Oh, Tomato Lourdes. Wildman of Thailand, someone is available too. Boromir is running for his life, something he should have done in the films. But Wildman of Thailand is, oh my goodness, the splash damage. Wildman of Thailand needs to be careful because there are many cavalry units on the field, and Rallying Call has been used on the archers. So for now, I think Isengard should be just peeling back. Which is great, because he has Vision of Palantir, and with that being said, he has enough movement speed to just dodge the archers, you know? Just peel back all the time. And wait for the rallying call to wear off. My name was Wim, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay, welcome. Lourdes is moonwalking, guys. After all these years, it turns out that Lourdes was the one who was, you know, discovering the true moonwalk, and Michael Jackson was able to see him do that, and then he was, you know, copying it or stealing the idea. That's what I'm saying, guys. You see, in this kind of situations, Wildman of Thailand summon is gonna be kind of questionable. He was using the human wood and trampling them down all the time. Fight for Windows, thanks for the first time subbing with the primers. Thank you for the huge support. And by the way, guys, Twitch Prime is for free. And if you have Amazon Prime account, Prime Video, or the Prime Gaming from Amazon, you can connect your Twitch with your Amazon Prime, which will give you the chance to subscribe for free for any channel you want on Twitch. Choose me, and it would be a huge support to the channel. And once again, my dude, thank you so much for the huge support, and welcome to the Beyond Standards crew. 650 command points available for Isengard. The farm is gonna be taken down. Yeah, actually Hitmachine is coming in clutch, you know? Almost level 5, that's gonna be a huge power spike. Because he has no buff from the spellbook, right? He was never going for the war chant. That means even now, without buff, Isengard army is able to out-damage the Man of the West army. Imagine that if Lourdes unlocks his leadership and gets level 5 for 50% more damage, like he does now. And Ecthellion doesn't say a single word, ladies and gentlemen, and the first game is over. Hitmachine is the winner. Everybody who was betting on Hitmachine will get some points, of course. We have the blue Mordor player Ecthellion at the top left side against the red Man of the West player Hitmachine at the bottom right side. Building a farm into the second farm right after, but you can also see the farm placement, right? So it's not around 97%. He's actually building the farm really close to the fortress, which is one of the major differences of the beginning of the game in compare BFME2 and Rise of the Witch King. But the farms are definitely tankier than tunnels or furnaces. However, the slaughterhouses are also quite tanky, but not as tanky as farms. Is there any creep, Alex? Yeah, works. Yeah, we have on this map only work layer on the left side, 2, and on the right side 2. Here and here. So 2 work layers on each side of the map. He was using the Human Wood to see what's going on. Human Wood is giving you vision, and Mordor player is gonna use his own Tainted Land to cover this one. You know, just to deny the opponent armor buff of 35%. I remember on the patch 1.9, this used to give you double armor, 100% armor boost, but that's what I'm trying to say, like the 1.9 in compared to 1.9 version 2 has like major changes, you know, in terms of balance. The leadership system is like a science for its own. It's kind of difficult to explain. I mean, it's not actually difficult. Like, you can only have one kind of leadership active at the same time. You have armor leadership, you have damage leadership, that they are able to stack with each other, but 2 damage leaderships are not able to stack. I mean, pretty easy actually. Hey Yoda, welcome. We have Orc Pits and Haradrim Palace coming up at the same time for the Mordor player. On the other side, we see farm into the stable. So I believe this is a pretty common thing. We see 3 farms from the Man of the West into the stable, but unlike Ecthellion, he was not going for the 4th farm, and he's also building the barracks kind of defensively. Remember in the last game, Ecthellion was building the barracks offensively, which is like a double-edged sword kind of thing. So if it's working out, it's really nice, because you can keep up the pressure all the time, but if it doesn't work, you will potentially lose your barracks, and that's gonna put you really behind. So it's a high risk, high reward kind of thing, you know? On the other side, Orc Pit number 2 is coming up. Haradrim Palace for the Easterlings. He might always get the Haradrim Palace to level 2, but you can see this Haradrim Palace from BFME2 doesn't have Haradrim lenses. Gobegum, thanks for the follow, for the sub rather, sorry. With the primers for the first time, I do. Thank you so much for the huge spot.
Gobegum just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Thank you so much. Hey Shanks, hey chat, make sure you turn Discord off if you put this up on YouTube. What do you mean? My Discord is off. No? But I mean, my Discord is so back, guys. It was not working, now it's working. And also, Yamtar BFME for the first time with the primers. Thank you so much for the huge support, and welcome as well to the Beyond Standards crew. Appreciate the support, guys. You guys are awesome.
Yamtar BFME just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Thank you, guys. Gondor Knights are gonna be used for trampling down those orcs. They're gonna get one-shotted, of course. Orcs are not for free, but they are the cheapest units in the game. We do the emote spam? Yeah, do the emote spam. Hey, Mr. Balin, welcome. Orcs doing nothing, but... Oh, he was creeping with the Easterlings. They are all level 2 now. Tainted Land is on cooldown. They have the same cooldown, of course. The Human Wood and Tainted Land. Remember, Human Wood doesn't exist, guys, in Rise of the Witch King. In Rise of the Witch King, dwarves and Men of the West don't have land. On the other side, what is the plan? He might go for a Nazgul. Like Nazguls, we see them quite a lot from the Mordor faction because they are very cost efficient. He lost a builder. I was not paying attention. That's a huge Mordor army though, coming from the middle and also from the bottom right side of the map. I mean, that might hurt. That might hurt quite a lot. Oh, Gondor Knights, be careful. He's actually getting slowed down. Run, you fools. Or fly, you fools. I was always thinking that Gandalf was saying fly, run, you fools. But at the end of the day, he was saying for whatever reason, fly, you fools. But why he was saying fly? I don't get it. This arm is gonna be taken down. Look at the pressure, guys. As Gothmog would like to say, the age of man is over. The age of the orc has come. Orcs for days. 500 command points, and Mordor is actually down to 400 only. But this is gonna be changed soonish. But you see this is one of the major differences. Like again, if this attack would be on the Goblin faction for the weak tunnels with 1000 health, every single one of these resource buildings would be Gondors. But the farms, they have doubled hit points. Like 2000 health in compared to 1000, that's huge. And he was for that reason able to save every single one of these buildings. Remember, Men of the West faction in BFME2 doesn't have rebuild, unlike in Rise of the Witch King. Nazgul is on the field as the first hero. With level 2 you unlock the Dread Visage, which is a passive debuff, and that's a really strong debuff. Like the debuff system in BFME2 is so much stronger, because you are able to nullify buffs and leaderships at the same time. While in Rise of the Witch King, the normal Dread Visage, for example, makes you only weaker without nullifying anything, leadership and also no buff. Well is up on the field now for the Sustain Tower Guards. And no heroes from Men of the West players so far, but you see the map is turning more and more into the color of the... Hey, Balindru Chivitanga! What's going on, Balindru? Thank you so much for the 10 Biddy Bomb. Balindru. Thank you so much. So many Turkish players playing BFME2, yeah, true. Very many Turkish players. Actually, I believe in the tournament we have like 3 or 4 Turkish players, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe even more than that. The Nazgul is leveled almost 4. Level 6 unlocks the Morgul Blade, and level 10 unlocks the Screech, which is kinda questionable. Like, why level 10? Like, it's not like OP or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Screech is counterable with Fear Resistant, or when the units are level 5, they can always have the Fear Resistant. He's creeping this. And Men of the West player might need also a hero. Oh, he's getting dismounted, which is very smart in a situation like that. It's gonna make you way tankier against pikemen, of course. Level 4 unlocked. Orcs for days. Look at the army of orcs, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of orcs. How can you deal with that? Maybe you need more Gondor Knights. That's what you need. He doesn't have that many on the field though. He has only one. Yeah, he has only 2 Gondor Knights on the field, right? 3, okay. But they are badly damaged. Remember, unlike in BFME1, the wells, they need some more time to heal you up to full battalion size. So that's why it's recommended that you build eventually 2 or even 3 wells at the same time to speed up the healing progress, you know? This Lordhouse is going down for sure. 2 orc pits, 3 orc pits in total. Haradrim Palace is still level 1, but level 2 is incoming now for the stronger archers. One more trample. Nazgul is doing a phenomenal job. Almost level 5. The thing is about the Nazgul, they are extremely squishy. Which kind of makes sense because they are quite cost efficient. They are very cheap actually, you know? But that means, like, if the Tower Guards ever gonna touch them one time, this Nazgul is gonna get one-shotted. Literally. And another attack is happening. I don't know, maybe Archer range level 2 would be nice with the Rangers, you know? Because I think he's gonna lose this level 2 farm, which means minus 75 command points for the Men of the West player. He might... Oh, he's demolishing this stable. Okay? You wanna get the money back. When you demolish that in time, you get half the money back from the building you was investing in the first place, you know? Very smart and very needed. If you know that you can't protect the building, demolish it. This way you don't only get money back, but also you deny your opponent the experience points / the power points, which are gonna be, of course, game changing and eventually game winning in the later stages of the game. Power points have a huge impact on the game. Hey Ghost, welcome. This is gonna go down definitely. Look, he's using like 4 units, and while he's being under attack, to just creep one single war clear. Like, that's not great coordination of the battle. He's getting out spammed big time. Level 2 farms are going down left and right. Ecthellions are of course dealing a bit more damage in compare to the orcs. And we have a hero coming on the battlefield, and his name is Faramir. As the Gondor arts are celebrating, Lord Faramir is here. He's gonna show his quality. But he might be too late. Level 5 Nazgul. Level 6 once again is gonna unlock the Morgul Blade. Morgul Blade is kinda acting like the like the cripple ability from Lourdes for a shorter duration though. I mean, if you use it on an enemy hero, he's gonna be crippled, which means he's gonna not be able to move for like multiple seconds. And he's also taking damage over time. And once he's dead, he's gonna turn into a white. This is gonna be also creeped from the Mordor player, so he was creeping 3 out of 4 war players on this map. Sakura Forest 2, and it looks like Mordor will have this game, but I don't want to jinx it. Like, I have seen many great shenanigans, comebacks, everything is still possible. 1.09 version 2.0, that's the patch, BFME 2. Faramir, level almost 3, level 6 is needed if I'm not mistaken, level 7 is needed actually for the armor buff. Level 5, Prince of Ecthellion, and then with level 3, he is also able to get mounted. Similar to BFME 1, like Faramir is the same way like in BFME 1. Also in BFME 1, he needs to be level 3 to get mounted, you know? But the thing is, and the difference is, in BFME 1, he comes out on the field by being level 3. Orcs, trampling them down, Haradrim archers also on the field. But because there are so many orcs, they are getting slowed down. And look how much damage they're gonna take now. Nazgul is hitting like a truck. Level 6 unlocked, ladies and gentlemen. 1000 command points available for Ecthellion. 1000! Faramir, trying to show his quality. Orcs, actually they are not hurting him that much. But what can you do against such a reckless hit? The answer is absolutely nothing. And the Faramir is going down. And look at the money from Mordor, dude. Like, he has so much money, he can eventually even save for the... Oh, Tom Bombadil! Sonic Song on your face! But at the end of the day, you only kill orcs. That's the problem, you know what I'm saying? Tainted Land was used. The thing is, you know, Man of the West player can always use his human wood to cover this, no problemo. 450 command points only for the Man of the West player. I mean, it's like a tower defense map, you know what I'm saying? Like, all he can do is sit here and defend. That's all he can do, and during all this time Mordor is completely untouched. Like, he has Orc Pits now level 2 for faster production, 10% faster build speed, and also the Orc Pits are gonna become a bit tankier. They actually get a boost of almost, yeah, I mean 1500 health boost. The Slaughterhouse with Industry buff on it for even greater eco in combination with the 1000 command points he has. Look, the money is rising to the sky. Tom Bombadil is gonna be gone very soon. He has even leadership available in BFME 2, which is not the case in Rise of the Witch King, of course. Tom Bombadil is such a great summon, you know? And especially if you can combine that with something like Horn of Gondor from Boromir, for example, or, you know, you use Cloudbreak from the spellbook, and then you go for a Wombo combo, in which means the enemy is not able to dodge. And also he's great against heroes, because he's able to knock them down on the ground all the time. And here he's even better, because he gives you leadership. Grant? Oh yeah, I forgot about Grant. Here, boys, oh my goodness, please go Grant. Here you are able to recruit Grant. I've never seen that in an actual game though. Never seen it in a multiplayer game before. But hopefully, at some point we will be able to see that. Grant. The farm is gonna be eventually taken down. He has no defense around this area. He's camping, that's all he can really do. Almost 13 power points collected for the Mordor player. Grant's too expensive, yeah. But he has a lot of money, you know? He's going for a hero, but definitely. Like, I'm assuming he's going for the Witch King. Yeah, when you go for the Witch King, you can also save for the Grant. A great weekend when the stream is on. Thank you so much, Butchie Man. Welcome to the streamer, dude. Thank you so much for being here. It's always making it greater when you're also in the chat. Actually, this matches between these two players is kind of balanced, you know, it's a back and forth game all the time. And when this is the case, there is really a huge chance for us to see a game number 5. Let's see if this is doable. The farm, I mean, he's rebuilding them and Mori is destroying them. It's like a never-ending story, you know? Too strong for you, welcome my dude. Oh, copyrighted music from the Hobbit. Oh, the barrage is coming in clutch. He was using the Hobbit. Oh, look at the animation when Witch King is coming, guys. You know, you gotta love BFME2 because of that stuff. Like, the animations you have here for certain heroes, for certain abilities is just next level, you know? And even though Rise of the Witch King is the older or the newer game, which was released after the BFME2, of course, but the 1.9 guys, they put a lot of effort into that in order to make it great and, you know, make it kind of visually attractive, you know? And this is one of the details. Like when Witch King is joining or when Gandalf is joining, you see like a shining on the fortress. It's just shining bright like a diamond. It looks so awesome. BFME2 is amazing when it comes with the graphics and the animations. So Witch King has the Dread Visage, which is like very similar to the debuff from the Nazgûls at the first place. He can also get dismounted, of course, from the Fell Beast. He has Screech with level 4, and then with level 10 the Aura of the Witch King. Target enemy heroes in AoE, which means Area of Effect, have their special ability timers reset to 80% used. Enemy heroes around Witch King suffer minus 25% damage. So it's an anti-hero ability when he's using, and you would love to see the animation too, trust me on that one. But I think GG's gonna be called very soon and we're gonna jump right into the first tiebreaker, boys. Remember, this is best of 5. Eowyn is coming. Oh! Look, the Nazgûls. I wanna hear her saying, I am no man. I would love this interaction, you know, if this would be a thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's see her damage, I'm curious. I mean, my most favorite BFME game is BFME 1, my dude. I don't know. I mean, I used to play BFME 1 for a really long time, you know? And it's gonna be always special for me. I can't say if it's better or not. I mean, that's like very... kinda... you can say that. Oh my goodness, the Witch King animation. You smite, Eowyn, you smite. Smite deals massive damage, but this is a range attack, yeah, range attack. Eowyn, run, you fool. No woman can kill Witch King, trust me on that one. Does she deal bonus damage? I think so, yeah, bonus against heroes. Special power against Nazgûls. Die. GG's gonna be called finally, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody who was betting on Ecthellion will get some points, of course. We're gonna jump right into the tiebreaker. We have the red Goblin player Hitmachine from Turkey against the blue Elven player Ecthellion from Argentina. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Eternmorse 2. Like you can see, it's like a winter design with snow on the ground, we have troll layer. Once again, beautiful, beautiful design on these inns, looks amazing. Then you have like an arena here. We have seen this map one time already. We were like showcasing this map on a show match a couple of days ago. I think it was even yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Like an arena in which trolls are having chat with each other, you know? Look, they are friendly. Never mind, this guy is like, enough silence, I'm gonna punch you. And we have also, around this side, a couple of buildings, but you can see a lot of work has been put into that, you know? Great textures. You have also animals, of course. Who needs to watch animal TV on the TV now, when you can watch BFME maps and see the real animals, like bears and dogs and everything is involved, like rabbits even, you know? Birds flying around. Anyways, we have 2 tunnels coming up into the Goblin Cave. That's the build order from the Goblin player Hitmachine. He was also using the cave beds to scout the area from his opponent, who is building 2 3 Malone trees into the barracks. So barracks into the archers, and that's something we see more and more often. Like elves, they like to go defensively, and also this is kind of gonna work out in this map. Why? Because archers are also able to creep solo without the help of pikemen or Lothian warriors, you know? As for creeps, we have troll layer, like mentioned before, on both sides of the map. And we have also ward layers around the mountain here in the middle, you see? Here, and also here. That's pretty much it. Malone 3 number 4 is coming up now for the Alvin player. But it's the plan from the Goblin player. He's building now the Goblin Cave number 2. That's the plan. But I believe at some point of the game he needs to make the transition into something stronger. Eventually Spider Riders as to get some counter units against the Lorien Archers. Because in BFME2 there is like a hard counter thing, you know? Hard counter. Which means pikes are extremely strong against horses. Like there is no world in which your horse is gonna be ever able to win against a pikeman. And same also goes to the swordmen against archers, you know? Swordmen are only good against buildings or pikemen. But they are horrible against archers or cav. And this counter system is much more, harder designed in compared to Rise of the Witch King. Goblin Cave into the 2 goblin spam. He was building also a tunnel right in the front side to put these goblins inside eventually. We always gotta keep an eye on the builders from the goblin player. He was building a tunnel in the middle of the map, and the other builder is moving around this side, between these 2 mountains, in this pathway. Yeah, I mean, in Rise of the Witch King it's kind of possible. You can do that when you have enough leadership or strong horses, you know, higher leveled, plus you have upgrades or something like that. But in this one it's kind of a hard counter system, which is gonna make it quite hard, you know? It's almost impossible. Unless you have potentially Glorious Charge, but even then I believe it's kinda impossible. Archers, they are getting invisible. Remember, that's the Alvin passive from the spellbook. They can get stealthed around the trees, which means the opponent player won't be able to see them. The first push, Cave Bats is on cooldown. It's actually avoidable. It's, Cave Bats is such a great choice in the Goblin faction, or even when you pick Isengard with the Caribbean. Because, like mentioned a couple of times, the debuffs in BFME2 are just so much more impactful, you know? This Malone tree is going down for sure. Okay, this is going down. Nice. I mean, that was the best thing he could do, you know? He can do not much around this area. So he knows fighting is pointless. He was even able to destroy the second Malone 3 while he's untouched himself. The builder might be in trouble. Building wall hubs, unlike in Rise of the Witch King, isn't that easy. It will cost you 700, so you can't do that. He's microing around, pressing S all the time. Losing a build is always painful. But on the other side, builders are way tankier in this game in compared to Rise of the Witch King, so taking down the builder is a bit more challenging. But you know what's the real challenge? The real challenge is to kill the Golem. That's the real challenge. Offensive stable at the river. Because Golem guys, I believe I believe the Golem is harder to kill than actually ring heroes themselves, you know? 600 command points for goblins. Goblin Cave number 3. Spider Pits level 2 now for the Spider Riders. Makes really a lot of sense, especially now because for now Ecthellion doesn't have any pikemen around besides one single pikeman in the middle, and that's definitely not enough. The first push, I like the Lancer design here from the Alvin faction. Look at the design of these Lancers, boys. They look amazing, am I right? Welcome to the Champion Spotlight, featuring Rivendell Lancers. Trample them down. I believe the Spider Riders are stronger. Yeah, they are definitely stronger, holy moly. But he's drawing attention. That's really good, you know? That's really, really good. What do you guys think about this map so far? Yeah, the map is kind of darkish. It's not dark, but it's like a darkish yellow, a green on the ground. So it's I think looking darker than it actually is, you know? Okay, the Malone tree has been demolished from Ecthellion. He was trying to get some money back, and also especially denying your opponent the power points / the experience points is actually quite important in the mid to late game, you know? And he's also getting outnumbered by the Lancers, of course, and that's why he is forced to retreat. But it looks like the Lancers from Elves are stronger or faster than the Spider Riders. And that's like very important, by the way. If you know you are getting outrun, there is no reason of running away. Like, just stand and fight, you know, at least deal some damage in return. I can never understand the reason why you're running away when you just can't. Like in any game pretty much, when you know your opponent is faster than you and you will just die, and that's gonna buy you like 5 more seconds, you will die anyway, just stand like a man and fight it out. At least you will get some power points, or at least you will kill some units, you know? Okay, this is gonna be creeped by the Alvin player. Ecthellion is doing actually a great job in the game number 3. After being 1-0 behind against Hitmachine, he's doing a phenomenal job. 550 command points for Elves. and 550 command points also for goblins. 3 goblin caves and spider pit level 2, that's all he got. But it's not enough. Oh, the forge is already up on the field. Did he purchase the banner? Not yet. I would love to see Silvertone arrows. And also it's a bit more affordable here, you see? 600 only. 550 command points, he was using cave pads. And Elven player is just peeling back. Playing around the cooldowns from your opponent is actually very intelligent, you know, if you wanna win those fights and battles. Hey man, thank you so much, Constable, welcome. But sometimes you can throw the enemy to an ambush yeah, I mean, you know, I know what you mean. Like, in some situations, of course, like, very rare, but especially in this situation, he was running into the different direction, you know? He knew he would die, then just stand and fight. I think that's the best thing you can do. But again, there are so many things you need to pay attention about that I'm just like complaining about. I would potentially do the same, you know? It's easy to talk when you are observer, you know what I'm saying? So I know as a player, there is so much stuff you need to do at the same time that you can't pay attention to every single detail. This Malon tree is going down, almost level 2, that's pretty nice. Spiderlings, also pretty good, effective. He was losing a battalion in the middle of the map. Almost 7 power points collected after the cave pads. 550 command points. On the other side, Ecthellion has almost 8 power points collected. Big war chant, but look, war chant here gives you less damage, no armor, but it gives you speed and combat experience. And speed is actually not bad, but no armor thing about the war chant makes it kind of much weaker in terms of having the army against army fight. It's still good when you want to creep or when you want to deal economical damage to the buildings, but it's not the greatest pick when you want to fight against the enemy units, especially because cave pads can nullify this entirely, you know? Okay. Oh, the forge was seen, but it's only level 2 for now. He might go for the forge blades. Oh, he was already able to buy the elven armor, okay. On the lancers, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, on the lancers. Be careful with the level 2, just run. Yes, so well, for the sustain. An elven player was going also for the heal. After the foresight, he has almost 7 power points collected after that. But Goblin player is actually kind of getting back into the game, doing a good harassment, taking down multiple Malone trees left and right. But what's the plan? What are you supposed to do now? Against upgraded army, it's gonna be kind of tough. Unless you go for a big boy, for example, Drogoth would be amazing, you know? But I believe Drogoth would be amazing to see, but not effective enough against elves, because elven army is like archer heavy, you know, and archers are of course the best counter unit to the flying heroes like Drogoth. Using the trees to get stealthed around this area, and this tunnel in the front side is going to be potentially taken down very soon. He has archers inside the jeans and 1 goblin warrior. Fissure maybe? Yeah, Fissure level 2 for the half-troll pikemen. And half-troll swordsmen or fire drakes are not existing in this game. So of course, besides the missing Angmar faction, you have also every faction has less heroes and less units. Like for example, Goblin faction doesn't include Azog here. You have only Shelob, Drogoth and Gorkil the Goblin King. You have only 3 heroes actually with the Goblin faction in BFME 2. Okay, pushes incoming, cave pads was used. Foresight has been used on these archers and they were able to kill these cave pads in no time. There is a huge army gathering at the bottom left side. And this might be quite tough to defend for the Goblin player Hitmachine. I cannot believe that. Like, Hitmachine was having a phenomenal start into the best of 5. He was winning the first game as Isengard against Man of the West. But then, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, anything can always happen. And I believe after this game, it's gonna be 2-1 for... It's gonna be 2-1 eventually, but it's gonna be 2-1 potentially for Ecthellion. But everything is still possible. He needs to defend this now. He has no Spider Riders on the field. With Spider Riders, he could be doing something. On these archers behind, they have no protection. Same also with this one. He's killing the pikemen, that's great. Spider Riders coming now. Micro around, you can make something happen. And also he has to be careful with... Oh, Tom Bombadillo! There we go! Be careful with the Lancers. Don't lose them. They're level 3, they have heavy armor, but I believe they're gonna be gone now, right? Yeah. Does he have Scavenger? Yeah, he has Scavenger. I was wondering why he was getting money for the kills. Scavenger is pretty nice in the mid game. Especially when you are lacking of money. And you know, in a game like this, in which you have fights all the time, it's gonna be paying out. And Scavenger is such a great power point because it's a passive thing. And the longer the game goes on, the more effective it is going to be. Because eventually, when the game lasts like 30 minutes after you pick Scavenger, you don't get too much value of that in the beginning. But, you know, later on, for the entire game duration, you will kill stronger and stronger units, stronger and stronger heroes, and they will get more and more money, because the money you get is based on the enemy unit you kill. Like if you kill, for example, Milkwoods, you get more money, of course. If you kill heroes, you get even more money. And that's a great counterattack coming now from Hitmachine. Hey, Bilbo Baggins, welcome, my dude. Alright. Oh, the Malone tree is going down. He might be even able to take down the barracks. And that's the only production building from the Elven player. If he loses the barracks, he will be doomed for a decent amount of time. He might also try to kill the forge, but his target is going to be the Malone trees for now. This one is very important. It's almost level 3. Would be nice if the Elven player can keep it protected. But remember, the Malone trees are one of the squishiest buildings in the game, like mentioned a couple of times, alongside with tunnels and furnaces from Isengard. Oh, he's trying to kill the forge. I mean, that's not gonna do much for you, I believe. But also, this is going down. That's a huge attack, actually. What is going on? It's a back and forth game, like mentioned before, guys. Ecthellion is dropping down to 600 command points only now, and the Goblin player is the same. Like, it's that even. That even. And Tom Bombadil has a huge cooldown. He has 6 power points collected after that. And 10 power points for Hitmachine. So with 15, I don't know what the 15 is leading from the spellbook of goblins in BFME2 after you pick Scavenger. I don't know if you can actually go for the Watcher or Darkness. Darkness could be also a great choice. And the first hero, ladies and gentlemen, is the daughter from what is the spider name again? We had this actually in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire edition of the Lord of the Ring quiz. No, the Hobbit killer. I mean, I know her name is Shelob. Ungoliant, yeah. Ungoliant was the name of the mother, yeah. That's what I was asking you guys. Best of 5. So losing this is not gonna lose the game yet, or lose the series yet for any player. One of the players has to win 3 games. Her mom, yeah. Okay, I'm actually curious about the Shelob. Like Shelob has the Instill Terror with level 3, and Shelob is designed a bit different in BFME2. Like you have a level 10 ability, the Web. Ah, look, the name of the mother is already here. The Web of Ungoliant. Cripples enemy units in spider webs for 4.5 seconds and drains their life for the same duration. Shelob is healed based on the total damage caused to heroes. It's pretty nice. The tunnel is nice, and the poison stinger is also nice. Paralyzing targeted heroes for 6 seconds. Causing damage for 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, the poison damage for 30 seconds. He has also Gorkil the Goblin King. Gorkil the Goblin King is a much more affordable hero in BFME2. Only for 1100 resources you are able to recruit him. But I believe Yoda could be saying a bit more about this faction, because Yoda's most favorite faction are goblins. Down to the Goblin Town. Let's see Shelob against the Lancers. Oh, Shelob is eating them alive, dude. Look at what plus 12 you get. That's what I'm trying. Oh my goodness, guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why Scavenger from the spellbook is so nice. You get money all the time. Look him getting money all the time, 24/7. Wildman of Dunlin will be summoned on top of the enemy units. It's another 10 power points choice from the spellbook of goblins. That's gonna delay his 15, unfortunately. But on the other side, it's gonna also open more possibilities, because you need to understand the spellbook of the goblins, or any faction really. If you want to go for like a certain power point, you can not only go for the Scavenger, you need to pick potentially multiple tents. Pillywood Wolf, thanks for the primers for the first time subbing. Appreciate that, man. Means a lot to me. And welcome to the Beyond Standards crew. Hope you're gonna enjoy every single second of your stay. For anybody new in the channel, we have currently a tournament going on for Battle for Middle-earth 2. It's a 1v1 tournament between 16 players with a cash prize of $100. It's a single elimination tournament. That's the first series in the first stage, which is best of 5. The winner of this series, either Ecthellion or Hitmachine, sorry, are gonna move, or is gonna move to the quarterfinals. We have a basic format in which players are forced to pick randoms. What is going on? The sun? The sun is rising. Well, this is only from Elven wood, actually. Look at this sun on the ground, guys. What does it do? Oh, look, it's different, you know? Creates lush terrain whose enter creates a what? Protective shield against tainted land or human wood from the enemy. They gain also the same armor, damage, and experience, because it's a more expensive power point, right? So you can't compare this with the human wood or with the tainted land from goblins or Mordor. It's a random mirror, the format, and every map, we have 9 different maps. Each map can only be seen one time in each series. It means every game is gonna be played on a different map. Ajax, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay, welcome. The build has been taken down, I cannot believe that. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it looks like Hitmachine got this now. But I don't want to jinx it. Like 5 minutes ago it was looking great. And I need to say this is more entertaining for me right now in compared to Rise of the Witch King, in which if you see a similar situation like we have seen many times in this game all alone, then the game is hard to turn around, especially for the goblins. I believe the goblins are in a much better shape in BFME 2, unlike they are in Rise of the Witch King, you know? Goblins are able to fight back. Remember, this is supposed to be one of the hardest factions or one of the hardest matchups for the goblins in Rise of the Witch King. The Worm Summon. Barracks is going down, Ecthellion is not saying a single word, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The game is over and the Turkish player Hitmachine is the winner. So Evil has 100% win ratio right now in this best of 5 series. We have the red Dwarven player Hitmachine against the blue Goblin player Ecthellion. And if Evil gonna keep the 100% win ratio, and Kitikano after the follow right after with the primers for the first time subbing, man, appreciate that so much.
Kitty Cano just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Means really a lot to me. Thanks for the huge support. Thank you, thank you. I should have gone one barrack into mine. Oh, this guy is trying to... Never mind, he can't actually kind of troll his opponent because the cave beds is being used for scouting purposes. We have Mineshaft, into the third Mineshaft. The builder, where is the second builder? There he is. He's building now the Hall of Warriors right after. And what I wanted to say is, like, if the Evil is gonna maintain the 100% win ratio, there is a high chance that you might see the game number 5. But for that reason, Ecthellion, the Goblin player, has to win. They are bringing the Hobbits to Isengard. Or they are gonna bring the Dwarves to the Goblin Town. The Fohammer, Baruch Kazat, Du Bekar. That's the power of Dwarves, guys. I wish Thorin would be existing in this game, you know? Thorin, Oakenshield. Or like those heroes we have seen in the Hobbit films, like Killy, Philly, or, you know, Balin. Mr. Balin is already in the chat, but imagine Mr. Balin in the game would be also nice. 2-3 tunnels into the spider pit, or 4 tunnels. And that's what I'm trying to tell you all the time, you know? Ecthellion is so predictable. Like, he's doing the same start over and over and over again. I mean, you know this map already from the Rise of the Witch King streams. We were using this map, which is also a BFME 2 map. In many tournaments of the Rise of the Witch King. Okay, Spider Pits and Goblin Cave coming up at the same time. Hall of Warriors now for the Guardians of the Galaxy. And they are kind of slow. But the good thing about the Guardians in BFME 2 is, once they hit level 3, they will be moving 5% faster. At level 5, again 5% faster. At level 7, again 5% faster. At level 10, again 5% faster. So you can make them quite fast. I never got the refund for my Gonzo. That didn't work when you played 2v2 the other day. Oh yeah, is it true? Okay, I mean, I don't know, Balindru, can you try to give them the points back? I don't know if this is still possible after the days though. Because I'm a lucky person, I've always either Kitira or Balindru doing this point stuff for me. And I'm kinda a noob in managing this kind of stuff. So if Balindru can do that, would be awesome. To give you the points back of the 8,000, which is now expensive, the Forgonza one. Mineshaft offensively, Tunnel defensively. This has been taken down. Spiderlings against Guardians, but nobody can match these Guardians. Did it? Nice. Now you got your points back, dude. For Erebor! With Penna, they get level 2. Which unlocks the charge attack. And you can see also this is different in compared to Rise of the Witch King. This is not giving you damage, but it gives you armor and movement speed instead. And also no charge, I believe, right? Oh, causes meta impact. Okay, it's like a charge anyway. But Guardians are tanky boys, they are tough. And tunnels are extremely squishy. Even Goblin Caves are extremely squishy. He might be even able to take down the Goblin Cave in no time. During all this time, Hitmachine is untouched. Untouched. Mineshaft, mineshaft, mineshaft. Look, this JJ. JJ, you are just losing your trustworthiness now by doing that. Now, when it's gonna happen to you in real, then we won't believe you anymore. Rest in peace, the trustworthiness, guys. JJ HD. It's not gonna be HD anymore very soon. I will make a compliment to you. Alright, Son Goku, man, you are hitting with your Kamehameha like a truck. I believe you are like a womanizer. Every girl is secretly in love with you, you know what I'm saying? They can just not tell you because they are, you know, kind of shy. But I believe you had like 100 girlfriends at once. You probably are the most handsome BFME player. And, you know, you are like a Super Saiyan, you know what I'm saying? Alright, big attack around this area, guys. We will see how much damage he will be able to deal. Nice try here from Ecthellion, trying to cut the way of getting reinforcements for Hitmachine. But the Guardian army is pretty strong. He's trying to bait the troll also, but it's not going to be possible. The mineshaft is going to go down, but that's all he can really do about this situation. Ecthellion is trying to, you know, kind of slow them down a bit. He knows the Dwarven army is slow, but once they reach to this spot, the true question is, how can you defend yourself? How? He's trying to deal some counter damage in return. Mineshafts are the tankiest resource buildings in the game. They have 2,700 health, that's a lot. Rallying Call has been used on the one Guardian to defend the Hall of Warriors. Now he has no more Rallying Call on this army. But there is nothing to fight against. Like, he can now just go for the buildings and even potentially take down the fortress. Do big hard. Go inside the jeans, my dude. He's running it down. Spiderlings, they need to avoid fighting the Spikeman. The Hall of Warriors is safe, which is very important because it's the only production building here. Never mind, he has two of them. I take it back. But if he can take down this mineshaft, it's going to be huge. There is a mineshaft at the bottom right side. But this attack is going to be kind of tough to defend. That's why he's forced to build some defensive towers around the fortress for some greater defense. If I have a sound clip for you to add to Twitch, with that, what Discord channel do I pass it? You can paste in Discord, on general chat, and just tag me so I don't, you know, I will always see it, then I can download that. The problem is, we are already fully capped with the sound effect. So in order to add a new sound effect to the stream, we need to remove one of the other ones, you know? And I'm gonna just remove one of the things which is not being used many times. I believe like Rohirrim from Eomer is not being used many times. So we can remove one of the underused sound effects and add this one instead. No problemo. I wonder what his obsession with the jeans is all about. I don't know, man. I got used to it, you know? I have no obsession, though. I have jeans. I can afford jeans, luckily. Don't remove for Gondor. I mean, no. I'm not gonna remove the most used one. I don't mind listening to For Gondor, but the thing is, you guys are obsessed with For Gondor. You know, when somebody is using that, you go all crazy, like For Gondor. Then we listen to like 10 minutes long to Boromir. What is this game actually? 450 for dwarves and 500 for goblins. So it's pretty even, I would say. The troll has to be careful. He's gonna throw a goblin, which is gonna cause fear, causes terror and meta impact. Oh, the troll has to be careful though. The trolls are very vulnerable against pikemen, so keep that in mind. He's smashing. This troll has no sustain, unlike the troll from the Mordor faction. Keep that in mind. He's getting also one more troll on the field. He's gonna throw yet another goblin on top of the enemy units. The troll has to run for his life. This troll has to be careful. Don't fight this. Oh, Rallying Call. And that's why I'm saying like 3 in his hands is gonna give him the chance to extend his auto attack range, which means he can attack from a further distance. And with that, he can even kill the pikemen, you know? Eomer, I believe. Eomer. I don't know if this is still up to date, though. Oh, the troll has like a 6-pack. Dude, this guy was training. Smash, troll. Rogai, smash. Actually, he will be able to hold himself for now, but there is another Guardian army coming. He's going for the level 2. Spiderlings, are they gonna be in time to defend? The fissure is actually quite squishy in BFME2. It's easy to be taken down. Troll is diving in level 2. Level 2 tunnel has to be protected. But that's gonna give Hitmachine the time to recover, you know, to build again more and more mineshafts. Now he has extroverts on the field for some more DPS to support the army with. And he's actually gonna attack now from multiple sides at the same time, which he can because look at the layout. You see a mineshaft at the top left side, you see a mineshaft at the bottom right side. So that's the snowballing effect of the Dwarven faction, and goblins are kinda in prison, they are in jail. He was even using the Weapon of the Unnamed for defense. The pillage does only work on the building, so keep that in mind. Trying to get into the backline. The troll is diving in. Use 3. This is the perfect situation. Use 3, use 3, use 3. He's gonna throw a goblin. Once again, that's actually causing fear. Gonna make them run into different directions. They're also being debuffed at this point. Heal is gonna be used. The troll is running it down into the pikeman. That's a dangerous spot for you, my Mr. Troll. He's gonna be taken down. 3 is underrated. I don't know why people are refusing to use it. This mineshaft is gonna be taken down though. He has no units inside the jeans. Oh, not jeans, mineshaft. I'm gonna try to not say it anymore, guys. More goblins are coming now from the tunnel he was just building up. Yeah. I mean, goblins won the game today. Goblins were just able in the previous game to win against elves. Half-troll pikeman though. I don't know about the half-troll pikeman. Why would you go for them? He has no battle wagons on the field. Like, I believe spider riders or even more trolls would be a better choice. Or even some goblin archers, you know? Because all you gotta do is kill the front line, kill the pikeman, and then you can just dive in and then kill all the backline with your troll with the 3 in your hands. We have a fight going on here. Nice positioning for the goblins. I like that. You have a hand inside your jeans? Always. Always, you know? That's why I'm always moving slowly with the camera. I mean, for casting, I only need one hand. I don't need the second one. What should I do with it, you know? Besides putting it in my jeans. Okay, Man of Steel summon. But this Man of Steel don't have the fire arrow. They have also no access to the black arrows. Someone give this man a jeans, sponsorship, G-Star or something. We are being sponsored, by the way. I forgot to mention this one, guys. So if you want to do me a big favor, and that's a really big favor, that's gonna cost you like 10 to 15 minutes max for free, but it's gonna be a huge sport for me. Please do that. Exclamation mark vows in the chat. That's gonna lead you to a link in which you can download the World of Warships for free on your PC. Play it, the tutorial, the intro, which is gonna afterwards give you the chance to buy one ship from the item, also for free, and that's it. You might like the game and keep playing it. And also, PhD Lenari, thanks for the follow, thanks for the sub with the primers. Thank you so much for the huge support, means a lot to me. And welcome to the Beyond Standards crew. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, guys, we have a goal at the bottom right side of the screen. You are able to see the goal. We need to have at least 20 downloads with 20 ships, at least. And that's gonna go up to 110. 110 is the ultimate goal. And if we can achieve that, we're gonna make some crazy shenanigans. Trust me on that one, you know? We're gonna go for the big guns. We're gonna make a $500 tournament. Or we're gonna spend it like for the charity. We have a lot of options. And all of that for free. Gonna cost you 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, big army around the bottom right side. He was also going for a heal. 7 power points collected. Oh, did he actually start? No, he was starting with the rallying call. Oh, that's a lot of damage dealt. Hitmachine has 800 command points and Ecthellion has only 350. Is this your full-time job? Nope, it's not my full-time job yet. Hopefully it's gonna be a full-time job eventually in the future, who knows? But for now it's not my full-time job. I mean, I have a full-time job beside this. If this would be my full-time job, dude, I would stream every day 10 hours. GG well played. Ecthellion has not only been defeated, but also got kicked out.